Elimination Tournament. Introducing first, from the dark side, Holidead and her tag team partner, Chainsaw! Together they are managed by Siren, the Voodoo doll!
And here come the goosebumps, David. Holidead always gives me the creeps. Factor in Chainsaw and Siren, the Voodoo doll. It's absolutely terrifying in here. What are we supposed to do? Are we going to have a wrestling match? Or are we going to have a horror movie shot right here?
I don't know, Stephen Dickey, but welcome to Wild Women of Wrestling fans joining us here at the booth. Stephen Dickey, the man that knows 1,000 holds and one of the greatest wrestling performers and personalities of all time. AJ Mendez is here.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm so excited to be here. I'm excited to see Holidead in person for the first time. Slightly terrified, kind of into it.
She is something else, and they're taking the street jacket right off a Chainsaw. Watch out, AJ, she might come down here and get us.
I'm definitely going to sacrifice you, I'm just going to let you know.
Oh, you're throwing me.
Every man for himself, if they come this way.
All right, well, you're protecting me on a lot of stuff, so I can at least do that for you.
And their opponents from the Magic City, it's Lori and Lindsay Carlson, Miami Sweet Heat!
Sweet Heat is in the house. They're going to bring some heat from Miami, Florida in here tonight.
Now, these two won me over, and that's really hard to do because they're wearing Dolphins colors, and I'm a Jets fan, David. So it's going to be difficult to win me over, but they've done it. I love the Carlson twins. Miami Sweet Heat, they're bringing a good time to the ring, and you can't argue with that.
Well, they want to advance in the tag team tournament. I know that. That's their goal. That's why they're here in WOW. And I saw them first on the independent scene down in Florida, and I said they could be great for WOW, and they just jumped on the chance. But no one's decided yet, are they fan favorites or not?
I don't know. I think going against Holidead and Chainsaw, the walking horror movies, as I call them, I think the Carlson twins should be fan favorites in this one.
I mean, I don't want to play favorites except for every single match when I pick my favorite. But I can't go against Holidead right now.
There you go, Steven.
So into the look. Even though I love Florida, I've lived in Florida, all about it, but there's something special about Holidead.
Well, AJ likes the ghosts. That's why she's running around our hotel in LA looking for ghosts all the time.
If there's other worlds, I want to be a part of them.
All right. Selena Majors can't wait for tonight after the matches to take her out and go look for ghosts.
Let's get it on! Carlson twins, Holidead and Chainsaw. Holidead starting this off for her team. AJ, I've been dying to ask you this one. Have you ever in your life been in the ring with somebody the likes of Holidead?
I've faced some pretty tough women who have definitely given me nightmares that night. But you know what? That you can't let them in your head. That is that's what Sweet Heat need to do. They need to not let the scary looks and they know what they're doing. They know all the voodoo and the hexes is to get inside their opponent's mind, weaken them, and then take advantage. They can't let it happen. They got to continue riding momentum.
Now, one thing that you didn't mention, AJ, that I want to touch upon too. Yes, Holidead and Chainsaw are mentally trying to get into their opponent's heads, but there's also that inexperience factor. Holidead, she may not be my favorite. I may be terrified of her, but she is an absolute veteran. We've seen her for years here in WOW, and she has the ability and the experience to go over these two. Lori trying to get advantage in this one, backing Holidead into the corner, tagging her sister, Lindsay.
There they go.
The twins, the sisters, an unparalleled connection. Clothesline into the corner, another clothesline, bringing her down. 1, 2, kick out by Holidead.
And that's what they have to do. They have to knock them down. They have to show that they are not these supernatural creatures. They can be knocked on their butt just like any other woman.
That's right. They have to overcome that mental mind game that Holidead likes to play with all of her opponents. She's quite a physical competitor, but the mind games, I feel like, are her X factor. That and Siren the Voodoo doll on the outside, of course. Holidead got Lindsay down in the corner.
Chainsaw and Holidead are a bit of disadvantage, though, aren't they? They've never teamed together. I think they got together and entered the tournament just to see what could happen. And the Carlson twins have that advantage.
They've been teaming together their whole lives.
That's right.
Well, you mentioned the advantage of the Carlson twins, but Holidead and Chainsaw have the advantage on the outside with Siren the Voodoo doll.
True. She hasn't been a factor yet tonight.
Oh, you can never discount Siren the Voodoo doll. She is always planning. She's always in the shadows. She's always lurking. She's always made that clear to us, David.
Hanging out at AJ at the haunted houses. Oh, there you go.
Chainsaw and Holidead gaining the advantage in this one. They may not have teamed together before, but they are quickly finding their rhythm here against the Carlson twins. There we go, David. Siren the Voodoo
She's
doll.
taking the referee, Ben Scheinberg, and there we go. You're right, Stephen. Voodoo on the outside. Do you see that, AJ? Do you see that? The ref's not looking at it.
I mean, he didn't see it. It didn't happen. These are the rules. But I have a sneaking suspicion that Voodoo doll just took a little bit of her hair for a Voodoo doll.
Oh, goodness.
She might want to watch her back.
You're familiar with these rituals.
Yeah, a little grease back.
Holidead just tossing Lindsay across the ring. The power of Holidead, not something we talk about a lot, but she is one of the strongest competitors you will ever see.
You know, earlier we spoke about the Heavy Metal Sisters. They're on tonight's card, fans. They're going to be in there against Keta Rush and Stephy Slays later. And the main event, Lana Star is going to be bringing in Penelope Pink.
Chainsaw, she's got Lindsay Carlson throwing her into the turnbuckle. Chainsaw with the clubbing blows, the forearms to the chest. Chainsaw backing it up, trying to get that momentum. It worked against her, though. Tag is made to Lori. Lori comes in with a beautiful drop kick. Chainsaw's not going down, though.
Uh-oh, that one didn't take Chainsaw down.
Innovative strike by Lori, ducks the clothesline.
Look at how smart Lori was. She took Holidead out of the action, though.
Tag to Lindsay.
Break it up, but I think Chainsaw was able to get out of the way and break that 3 count.
Chainsaw and Lindsay getting back to a vertical base here. Chainsaw's got her in the front face lock. What's coming next? Swinging neck breaker. Lindsay is down. Lindsay is reeling.
Here comes Holidead, fans. Oh, she went, took out Lori. And now Chainsaw, Holidead, Lori's in trouble.
Lori just taking a beating in this one.
Carlson twins are in trouble.
Those are not wilting flowers. Those are not weak little women. They're throwing them around like they're ragdoll. Oh, now they're ragdolling.
Little meeting of the minds.
And Holidead.
Double drop kick in stereo. Little rock and roll express there.
Holidead's in trouble, I think, because one of the Carlsons is still there. They're going to take her down.
What an innovative double team.
Lindsay on top for the 1, 2, 3.
And that is the end of this one. Holidead and Chainsaw eliminated from the tag team tournament. The Carlson twins, Miami Sweet Heat, go on.
Here are your winners, Miami Sweet Heat!
Miami, Sweet Heat, it was a little hotter than I had expected. But I tell you what, the next time you come to the dark side, ain't gonna be no hell and back. I'm dragging you there, and you're gonna stay for good.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Waterboro, Maine, Ice Cold!
That feature we just saw in Ice Cold, how we saw the making, the creation, the becoming of Ice Cold. Impressive. I can't wait to see more of Ice Cold. Last time we saw her, she was thrown into that makeshift tag team match, courtesy of Jesse Jones, victim of the Kimura lock, the divorce court as Jesse calls it. But now we really get to see what Ice Cold is made of.
Get to see her shine on her own. I'm impressed with her. I love her backstory. I think making yourself hardened and stronger and tougher and resilient after going through hardships, I respect that. So let her be ice cold. Let her burn all these ladies.
And her opponent from St. Paul, Minnesota,
place, St. Paul, Minnesota. I've been there and it's freezing. Kandi Krush from the boxing world to the wrestling world. She's taking names and she's going up for the world championship. You can just see it in her determination.
Now these are both elite athletes. So who gets the advantage here? They're both in a new sport, but they've excelled at the top level of several other sports. So who's got a leg up?
Well, Ice Cold's a bit of a high flyer, and I haven't seen that from Kandi Krush. I see more power, and you don't want to take one of those punches from her because it's lights out. So we'll see what happens. High flying or power from Kandi Krush. Now there she kisses those gloves, and as you all know from her backstory, those were handed down to her from her grandmother.
Referee Jeff McGowan, the official in this one, as Kandi Krush and Ice Cold, two of our newer superheroes here in WoW, size each other up. Ice Cold with backslide slam, dropping Kandi Krush to the mat. Let's not forget, David, Kandi Krush is also a triple threat. Boxing, Muay Thai, professional wrestling. She has really made a name for herself in different arenas, but now she's really carving out her niche here in professional wrestling. Let's see if she can go further. Let's see if she can get to that WoW championship, as you suggested earlier.
Well, I saw her chin hit that purple mat, and she got up from it pretty fast, so she's got a tough chin, and that's got to be from boxing.
No glass jaw in this one. Kandi Krush kick to the midsection. She's got Ice Cold. What's she thinking here? Backslide pin or something a little bit more dangerous? She's trying to get her down. Ice Cold fighting it though. Backslide pin. 1, 2, and a kick out. Ice Cold frustration on her face. You can see it there. She's not satisfied with her performance so far. Drop toe hold, and she ran at Kandi Krush out of frustration. Oklahoma roll 1. Nope. She got the shoulder up. Kandi Krush trying to get the crowd in this one. Clothesline.
That was a nice one.
The right hook, as they say in the boxing world. They do. They say that quite a bit. Kandi Krush has Ice Cold up. Fireman's carry. Oh, Ice Cold.
Ooh, that's what you call a nice elbow to the jaw.
Was that a rake in the eyes?
Clearly.
A little dirty pool there from Ice Cold.
She said that she has excelled in elite sports with ice cold precision, that she's weathered several storms and come out better on the other end. And she's showing why, because she's tough and she's resilient and she's a killer.
That makes sense. As we saw early in the match, Kandi Krush came out like a house of fire.
Oh, boy, a neck breaker by Ice Cold to Kandi Krush. 1, 2, no. Krush is up and out before even a second count is hit by Jeff McGowan. Now look at this, AJ. Steven, no respect being shown. Stepping right across the midsection of Kandi Krush. The disrespect. Why would someone do that, AJ?
There's something to reminding them that you're in control.
Ice Cold's on the top rope.
She's in control right now. Oh, now she's not.
That was one of the most beautiful moonsaults I've ever seen. However, it did not land. High rent district, high risk, high reward. Kandi Krush now has the opening she needs to get back in this one after Ice Cold pulling some underhanded maneuvers to get the early advantage in this one. But now Kandi Krush summoning that fire.
You can tell that she has ring awareness. She knew where she was. She knew how to get out of the way of trouble.
Very wise move from in the early goings in this one. Now Kandi Krush going for a beautiful right hook. Taking her out, the Kandi Crusher. 1, 2, 3, there we go. That's the match. Kandi Krush, another victory.
Kandi Krush takes out Ice Cold.
Here is your winner, Kandi Krush!
Kandi Krush, the winner tonight.
And of course, Kandi Krush kissing those boxing gloves given to her by her grandmother.
The inspiration for everything she does in WoW are those gloves. And her grandmother's words of wisdom that you can do anything you want to do in life. Just go for it.
Ice Cold has been put on freeze after that loss.
Heavy Metal Sisters, this is going to be an interesting match. I've been watching you guys from afar, and I can see you guys have technique, but you guys are a little bit scatterbrained in there between the three of you guys. So with Keta and Vivian, I feel like we're gonna come and get that 1, 2, 3 in 3 seconds.
Introducing first from the mean streets of LA, Fury, Mezmeriah, and Razor, the Heavy Metal Sisters!
Oh yeah, the Heavy Metal Sisters are in the house. You like rock and roll, AJ? Is that your favorite music, rock and roll?
A little bit of everything, but I am really into the Heavy Metal Sisters.
Oh boy.
Mezmeriah, Fury, Razor. The Heavy Metal Sisters making their way to the ring, bringing all the history from Glow. David, as you mentioned, the Heavy Metal Sisters drawing inspiration from the originals.
Yes, indeed, Steven. The inspiration for the Heavy Metal Sisters, as you can see from their makeup bands, from Glow, the gorgeous ladies are wrestling. Now, AJ likes that heavy metal music and rock and roll. I don't think we'd get along, AJ, at the nightlife, because I like a little R&B, a little Barry White, a little Teddy Pendergrass, Earth, Wind and Fire. Everybody I used to go check out up there in Chicago at the amphitheater in the old days.
I mean, look, these girls, these are the girls that I would have tried to be friends with in high school, and I would have done their homework just so they would let me sit with them in the cafeteria.
Well, some say they're the misfits, but I think just what you said, they're the cool ones.
And their opponents from Los Angeles, California, and Dallas, Texas, the Bully Buster, Keta Rush, Stephy Slays, and Vivian Rivera!
What a team! Steffi Slays, Keta Rush, the leader of the Bully Busters, and Vivian Rivera.
Keta Rush, Steffi Slays, taking the newcomer Vivian Rivera under their wing in this one to combat the Heavy Metal Sisters and the negative influence they've had over WoW in the locker room as of late.
And that matchup makes so much sense to me, that they would mentor Vivian Rivera. They have the same morals. They want to spread positivity, positive mental attitude. They want these women to support each other backstage. It's a beautiful thing. I'm torn between these two teams. Who am I supposed to root for? Am I supposed to be objective for once?
I like that. I like that.
Razor, Steffi Slays starting this match. Razor just taunting her opponent.
So the Heavy Metal Sisters, they've got a lot of experience on their side. So do the Bully Busters, but they've got Vivian Rivera, who's a general newbie. So do they have the advantage because she's fresh, she is excited, she's on a roll, or is experience going to win out?
Well, there's the experience factor in the advantage of the Heavy Metal Sisters, but there's also the unpredictability. They are the wild cards of WoW. You never know what's coming next with them. Mezmeriah, Fury, Razor, and none of them, I can't tell you what they're going to do next. I doubt they know what they're going to do next.
It's exciting. Being scared like that is exciting to me.
I say, AJ, I know earlier today you were mentioning that one of your favorites in the Heavy Metal Sisters is Fury. Is there a reason why you picked her as your favorite?
There's something about Fury. I feel like she can do it all. And also, my eye just goes to her. I'm drawn to her. She's so interesting. And when she gets into the ring, she looks like she's this beautiful woman, but she will tear you apart.
She certainly has a mean streak. Absolutely. Kick out by Mezmeriah. Vivian Rivera, you talked about it. She's a newcomer here, hard to scout. But Mezmeriah kicking out, not even giving her the chance to get to the count of one. And here we go. Fury's entering that ring.
Keta Rush, the fast one, the leader of the Bully Busters, and she takes Fury out quickly. Nice drop kick.
One of Keta Rush's signature maneuvers there.
Keta Rush is flying tonight.
Tag made to Steffi Slays. Keta and Steffi, that double team maneuvering that we've seen so often from them. Oh, but Fury, like you mentioned earlier, AJ, she's got that mean streak about
She
her.
will take out 2 women in one strike.
She's not afraid to take on more than she can handle. Fury has Steffi Slays in corner, clubbing blows to the back, isolating the ring, picking apart the opponent. This is what the Heavy Metal Sisters do best. They like to dissect and win. Mezmeriah with the headbutt. Razor, now they're taking turns here.
Is that some headbanging in the corner?
And there it is. It's the Headbanger's Ball.
Razor putting both feet on top of Steffi Slays.
I think she calls that the mosh pit.
You know about it from going to those concerts, those heavy metal concerts. Of course you make that reference, AJ.
I don't go to concerts and there's people there, David.
Chop, forearm, Fury.
Oh, baby! Steffi right to the purple mat.
There's a clothesline, there's a leg sweep. That was tremendous by Fury. Elbow drop by Fury. Steffi Slays is down. Takes her to the middle rope. Now she's driving the wind out of her, putting all of her weight on the back of Steffi's head. Referee Ben Scheinberg has got to get control in this one.
Steffi is being choked out.
Fury has to the count of 5 to break those chokes. And she has slingshots.
What are you liking now, AJ?
Green is my favorite color, and I like a woman who's not afraid to bend the rules.
I guess you're saying you're green with envy with Fury there.
Now, come on, AJ, you're now in WoW. You got to switch to your favorites purple. You got to go with Steffi Slays.
Fury with a modified cloverleaf into a surfboard-like maneuver. Kind of a bow and arrow stretch there. Steffi Slays getting twisted every which way here. Fury's got Steffi right where she wants her firm advantage. Steffi! One, two, and a kick out.
She tried for that fast pin. Ooh, that's a backhanded kick if I ever saw one, right to the face of Steffi Slays.
Fury with the front face lock, dragging Steffi back to the corner, isolating the ring like we talked about earlier. Smart tactics by the Heavy Metal Sisters. Like I said, they're unpredictable, but they are not without strategy.
She even just maneuvers her little things like holding the back of the head and the back of the arm. Complete control.
That's the wisdom we need out here, AJ. That's why we've got you out here. We appreciate it. 1, 2, and a kick out by Steffi Slays. Razor now the legal person in for her team, the Heavy Metal Sisters. As Fury and Mezmeriah look on from the outside, Steffi Slays again. Earlier in the match, we saw Fury with that contorting bow and arrow stretch. Now Fury with this modified, it's like an abdominal stretch, but then there's like a figure 4 going on here. Very unique offense and submissions from the Heavy Metal Sisters.
Well, you're the man that knows 1,000 holds, Steven, and this one's tongue-tied you.
It really has. It's got me thinking all over the place here. Russian leg sweep. Steffi's getting back in this one. 1, 2. I thought she had her on that one. Beautiful Russian leg sweep by Steffi Slays.
She is so close to her corner right now. She can just jump, reach out, dive, go for it. Bring everything you have in you.
Well, the problem with that is now Razor is also getting the opportunity to go to her for it. Who's going to get to their partners first? Steffi, Razor. Here we go. Keta Rush.
Keta Rush over the third rope.
Flying crossbody. Fury is down. 1, 2. Kick out by Fury. That was 2 7/8. Tag made to Vivian Rivera. This newcomer is quickly becoming a fan favorite. Razor's coming in to cut him off at the pass.
While Steffi's on the floor and Mezmeriah is moving toward her.
Fury's got her up.
Now it's lights out for Vivian Rivera.
1, 2, 3. Look at that. Little insult to injury there by Fury with that lackadaisical cover. And the Heavy Metal Sisters victorious in this one.
Here are your winners, the Heavy Metal Sisters!
Let's take a look at some highlights from this one. Keta Rush, that drop kick. No one does a drop kick better than Keta Rush. The double team failed there, and Fury took advantage in this one. Here we see Steffi with that Russian leg sweep I was talking about earlier, and that's where Fury with that insult to injury, a lackadaisical cover on Vivian Rivera.
I got one question for you. Who's ready to bang your head?
I am.
The following matches scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Hollywood, California, the fabulous Lana Star!
We are graced with the presence of the fabulous one, Lana Star. We know this because she announces herself wherever she goes. Lana Star found her new protege, Penelope Pink, promised her the good life, promised her all the charms, promised her everything under the sun. But that's what she's done with every protege she's brought in. She makes all these promises.
Has she been successful? Has somebody brought her a championship for her to put her mantle?
Not yet. Lana's the only one who's been able to secure gold for herself. She's just looking for a protege to bring the gold back.
Maybe it's going to be Penelope Pink.
Penelope Pink is already off to a great start here in her early career, and Lana's very impressed with the success.
I have searched all over for the perfect protege.
Stand up. It's Pink.
Lana said she searched all over for Penelope Pink, and she found quite an impressive protege.
Penelope Pink is in the house. And Penelope Pink had an experience in Beverly Hills that I think's changed her life.
Absolutely, David. I was talking about it earlier when Lana was coming to the ring. Lana made all these promises to Penelope Pink, and that's what she does with these proteges. She promises the world, and she expects the world in return.
Well, Mark Rossler from CMG Worldwide is here in the house. I saw him late earlier up in the VIP booth, hobnobbing with WOW owner Jeannie Buss. Mark Rossler has taken on Lana Starr's client, Penelope Pink, as a client.
Cut her music. Cut her music. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you all to stand up. I said stand up.
Why are we going to stand up?
That includes you, McLean.
Why?
You could use the exercise.
She's always not
Cameraman,
exercise.
do you have the camera on her? Get the camera on her. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce Penelope Pink.
I don't hear any cheers, just a lot of jeering.
I'm cheering on the inside.
They're confused. Penelope, tell me, how does it feel to be managed by Lana Starr?
Well, Lana, I am absolutely honored. And I can guarantee you that I am gonna do my job to the best of my ability, and that means embarrassing all of these ladies and looking good doing it.
Is there substance here? Is there any substance here?
We're going to find out. Let's see how she speaks for herself inside the ring.
Exactly.
And her opponent from the islands of Samoa, Leia Makoa.
Leia Makoa is here. Her parents, I know, are back home watching her on television tonight, and she's very excited about that. But one of her big goals is one day her parents will see her in person to wrestle. They've never done that, Stephen or AJ. They've never seen their daughter wrestle in person.
You know, this is one of the new WOW superheroes that I think truly has a shot to become champion one day.
Penelope Pink.
Leia.
I think both newcomers have made strong cases for themselves as future world champions here in WOW. Penelope Pink with the advantage here, getting that headlock cinched in. You know, for all of the pomp and circumstance that Penelope and Lana have brought to the ring, Penelope's got a bit of a mean streak in her. She can be quite the aggressive competitor.
Her finisher, the Pink Nightmare, that was one of the most impressive knees I've ever seen.
Absolutely. I think that really shows the dichotomy of Penelope Pink. She is beautiful as well as dangerous.
She's a beautiful savage.
A great way to put it, AJ. Leia Makoa has regained the advantage.
How about savagely beautiful?
Little twist on it there, David.
Yes. I'm learning from AJ how to speak.
I don't know if that's who you want to learn from there, David.
It is, because she's always right.
It's just gonna be lots of curse words.
Leia Makoa with the headlock on Penelope Pink. Whipped into the ropes. Ducking the maneuver. Beautiful hip toss.
Leia really showed that she can stand her own in her match against Reina, and that's not an easy opponent. And she really stood her ground, and I think that she's going to destroy Penelope.
So your vote is for Leia Makoa.
You know, it's not that she's my favorite, it's just that she might be my favorite.
Well, Leia Makoa definitely is making a strong case for being your favorite here, AJ. She's got the advantage in this one over Penelope Pink. Penelope Pink turning the tides here, throwing Leia Makoa into the corner. Went for a vicious forearm there. Schoolboy roll up by Leia Makoa. Kick out at 1. Penelope Pink still in this one. She's not going to go down without a fight because Lana is watching. The pressure is on for Penelope Pink.
Anytime you don't take every little bit of advantage that you can, that costs you.
Here's her photo op, Penelope Pink, and here's the fabulous one getting into the action.
Well, the referee is discussing things with Penelope Pink. Lana Star cinching in the choke.
She was just shaking her hand, introducing herself, welcoming her to WoW.
Leia Makoa's in the ropes. Beautiful German suplex out of the second rope. Leia Makoa got the wind knocked out of her on that one. Penelope Pink and Lana Star taking time to soak in the adulation of the crowd or the lack thereof.
And that was a great snap you saw from Penelope Pink right to the back of Leia.
Penelope is fast and she is powerful. She's a bulldozer. That is a dangerous combination.
But is she wasting time right now by posturing to the crowd?
She's learning that from the fabulous one, and it did cost her. Leia coming in with the clothesline. The fans are up. They're loving it. They're loving to see Penelope Pink down. The fabulous one upset about it. Fans are saying, too bad, baby.
Leia Makoa up against the ropes. Baseball slide, no, right into the canvas. The ring apron is being used as a weapon here.
That was smart as heck, though, I gotta say. Penelope Pink was smart. She blocked that sliding into her face with the canvas.
Now, did you notice, though, Lana Star backed up when the referee was watching. She's not putting her hands on Leia Makoa with Mark Harris's eyes on the situation.
She's a veteran. She knows better. She knows what's legal and what's not illegal. Using the apron? Not illegal.
I think she knows not to get hit by Leia Makoa.
That too.
Intense chop by Leia Makoa. Penelope Pink fighting back in this one. These two trading blows, jockeying for position. They want that advantage.
Right into the steps goes Leia's head. Penelope Pink back into the ring.
This might be the hardest hitting match I've seen so far.
Penelope Pink.
Blocked. Blocked. Face first. Right down on the side of that mat. And Stephen Dickey said it before. That is where the hardwood hits the metal. There's no give right there. No give at all.
They've given too much into this match to lose it or win it that way. Oh, there we go. The small of the back dropped onto the hardwood.
Penelope Pink being fanned by the fabulous one, giving her some tender, loving care to get back in the ring and take a victory.
Perks of being managed by the fabulous one, the former world champion of WoW. Penelope Pink getting back into the ring, but Leia Makoa has a moment to catch her breath. Can she use this advantage well?
AJ, she's going up high. Is this a mistake?
I think we're about to find out if she lands whatever she's going for. And she will.
I hope Penelope Pink doesn't fall from that third level of the ropes.
Tremendous superplex. Penelope Pink, intense pain from that superplex. She took all of that one. Leia Makoa hit it beautifully.
Both competitors down. It took the win from both.
Competitors are down. Referee counting to 10. If he hits 10, neither one wins this one. It is a no contest. It's a draw. Nobody wants a draw, right, AJ?
I mean, these are two of the most impressive newcomers in WoW, and they are trying to make a name for themselves. They're trying to make a name with you, David, so you know that they are ready for the #1 contendership.
And the #1 contendership goes to fight the beast.
Samoan drop! Samoan drop! 1, 2, 3, there we go!
The scoop and the victory goes to Leia Makoa.
Penelope Pink is beside herself.
What a match it was, AJ.
I've been betting on Leia this whole time, and I am so excited to see her take on the beast. Is it coming, David?
Time will tell.
Here is your winner,
Leia Makoa continues the impressive streak of victories that she is on. What a performance. Penelope Pink still can't believe it. We've seen Lana argue more go, David.
Our executive producer,
Jeannie Buss. We'll see all of you next week on Wild Women of Wrestling.
What's up? It's Tiki Tomorrow, and I have another tag team match with Princess Aussie, and it's against the Disciplinary and Jesse Jones. They better be ready because we are coming for them. Sai!
Well, if they're smart, like truly IQ superior, like Miss Smart tries to say she is, they're gonna do what I say, because clearly, being the only person undefeated in singles competition, I'm the person to listen to on this team.